The Milwaukee Bucks need a new head coach. 43 games in, Adrian Griffin was let go.
Excuse me?
There was a report last night from CNN Sports, and CNN Sports doesn't exist, but
Excuse me?
CNN Sports reporting that Doc Rivers was going to take the job. TNT said that they'd followed up on it, and they signed off on it, that CNN Sports was breaking, no name attached to it, CNN Sports. And having been a part of CNN Sports, I'm very proud to see CNN Sports back in the news, but there is no CNN Sports. And Doc Rivers hasn't been given the job, or he hasn't taken the job, at least not yet.
Rachel Nichols is very offended by all this comment, by the way.
Really?
Yes.
Oh, okay. Yes, Paul.
So there's no longer CNN Sports. There's Turner Sports or TNT Sports?
It's just TNT.
TNT.
And
Okay.
I guess there's Turner Sports.
Because I saw the same thing yesterday. It said CNN Sports. Like, is this new? Is it old? Is it?
Well, there's no reporter's name attached to it. Just said CNN Sports, and somebody put it out there. I thought, okay, bringing back CNN Sports.
They're back.
Yeah. Maybe Doc Rivers, I guess, was an unofficial consultant to the Bucks with Adrian Griffin. But Adrian Griffin, after 43 games, shown the door, and they have one of the better records in basketball right now. But apparently the window is really small for the Bucks because they went all in on Dame, and this is an older team, one of the older teams in the NBA, and they gave up Drew Holiday. They got Dame. They gave up draft picks. They gave up their perimeter defense. Their defense isn't very good, and I think that's part of the reason why Adrian Griffin was fired. He wanted them to play an aggressive style of defense, but they don't have the manpower to be able to do that. And I think there was a players' revolt there. Now, they could have had Nick Nurse, and I don't think some of the players they chose Adrian Griffin. And then Mike Budenholzer got fired last May. Like, you see this now, where if you win, how long is that window where, hey, I can get by on a subpar season, or if we get bounced in the first round? It's not a long, rope here. Joe Madden, what he did with the Cubs. See ya. Doug Peterson with the Eagles. See ya. Doesn't take long. But with the Bucks, this is a small window here because you got some older guys, Lopez and Dame. I think they were trying to play a style that they weren't comfortable playing, but they are a bad defensive team, or at least they were, and he was trying to shore that up. The problem is they got rid of their best perimeter defender in Drew Holiday to bring in Dame Lillard. All right, which poll question we're going with today, Seton?
Why don't we start with the Bucks?
Mm-hmm.
The Bucks firing first-year head coach Adrian Griffin is admitting a mistake or making a mistake.
Ooh.
Oh, I would say admitting a mistake. I mean, they're winning. I think it bothered maybe the players, maybe ownership of how they were winning. A lot of close games. And it was more of we're outscoring people. And that's the mindset of some of these teams, like the Pacers. They're trying to outscore you. They bring in Pascal Siakam. They add more scoring here. They want to outscore you. Hey, we might not be able to out-defend you, but we can outscore you. Yes, Marv.
Maybe we should blame the Pistons because they had a close game against the Pistons, I think, Monday night. I think it was tied up at halftime. So I'm sure Giannis was like, wait, if we're tied up with the Pistons, we got the wrong coach.
Yeah. What else do you have, Seton? And if they bring in Doc Rivers, great. That's an upgrade. And if he's already been an unofficial consultant there, then, that's fine. But also you got to factor in Doc Rivers' track record here. He's had more disappointments probably than any other coach in playoff history.
We're not going to bring that up.
No, you do have to bring it up because after a while, it's not a coincidence. Love Doc, but his lack of success in the postseason is alarming. All right, Seton.
Doc Rivers and the Bucks will be better or about the same.
Well, this might be a move that you're hoping morale improves, therefore things will improve. Because if you got a coach that you don't get along with, you don't like, you're bringing Doc Rivers in to be an unofficial consultant, and he's a rookie coach, then I think things will be better. Now, I don't know if anybody else is up for that job, but you have a team that has to win right now because it's not going to be pretty in about 2 or 3 years. And I think with Giannis, and Giannis says, hey, this is where I want to be, my team forever. How long can you get Dame being Dame? Is Chris Middleton going to take the next step? Lopez is one of the older big men in the game. Yes, Seton.
I do appreciate the Bucks being all in.
Okay.
On we have to win right now.
Okay.
We don't have the time for it. And Adrian Griffin, I would love for him to get a shot as a Seton Hall guy. That would be great. But I understand the idea that like we only have these players for a certain window and we need to get rings. And we don't have time for this dude to work out his rookie mistakes. I do appreciate that.
I was just surprised that a team that's a veteran team and having a rookie head coach.
Yeah.
I didn't understand it. I thought, oh, God, now, he had waited, 2 decades to get this opportunity. But sometimes when you bring a rookie coach in with veterans, that doesn't work. Look at David Blatt with the Cavs. He got run. Like LeBron looked around and went, wait, I got David Blatt coaching me. And they had a good record when they got rid of him. Yes, Marvin.
Then they won the NBA title that same season.
Yeah. We had Ty Lue there on the bench, and they're like, come on in. We don't need David Blatt. And maybe they didn't. And maybe they made the right move, I guess. David Blatt disappeared. They won a championship. So I think, they made a decision. It's an abrupt decision. You don't even make it to the All-Star game. And you would think, with that kind of record, that you'd be able to at least have a stay of execution. But not the case. It's official. Doc Rivers has agreed on a deal to become the new head coach of the Milwaukee Bucks, first reported by CNN Sports.
Who else?
I know. Still like to find out who CNN Sports is, because I used to work at CNN Sports, and it doesn't exist. Hasn't been around quite some time. But they did nail it. CNN Sports breaking the Doc Rivers to the Milwaukee Bucks story.